Vernetta, for your birthday, I thought I'd give you a treat that would stand the test of time. So I've invited several of your relatives, some from long ago, to give you some advice for your birthday. I have here, coming up, your favorite daughter, Julie, and I'd like to ask her what advice she would give you for your special day. Julie, what advice would you give your mom for her birthday?
Well, Mom, I think that you should go out and treat yourself and don't feel guilty about it. Also, if you want to treat your favorite daughter, don't feel guilty about that either.
Okay, now for our next guest, we have a little bit of a treat. We're bringing in here your grandmother, Violet Slater. Violet, come on in here. Violet, welcome.
Thank you.
What kind of birthday advice would you have for your future granddaughter?
Future granddaughter of mine. Okay. Don't ever leave the house without your gloves on. You're always a lady, regardless of circumstances.
Okay, for our next guest, I brought from the plains of Nebraska, Veronica Slater. The year is 1820, and she has come all the way here for this special occasion. Veronica, why don't you come on out here? Veronica, welcome. I'm glad you were able to come back from the plains for this short interview.
Yes.
Why don't you give me some brief advice for your future great-great-great-great-granddaughter, Vernetta, for her birthday?
Well, I guess even if you don't have a roof over your head, it doesn't mean that you don't have a home to celebrate your birthday. Go out and celebrate with a pie. And I don't mean a cow pie.
Okay, well, I now have Valeska Slater from somewhere in Europe. The year is 1340, and many of her friends and family have recently died from the bubonic plague. Fortunately, she's still alive and well, and even though she lives under a tree, she is joining us for this special occasion. Valeska, come on in here. Valeska, what advice, birthday advice, would you give to your future progenitor whose birthday it is today?
Well, bathe at least once a month with running water if possible, and don't eat rats. They're not worth it. So, happy birthday, and I hope you live well into your 30s like my grandmother did.
I'm now bringing in Velma Slater, Father Abraham's sister-in-law. Yes, the same Abraham from the Old Testament. Now, you may remember Velma's brother Lot and his wife from the book of Genesis. And also, little known fact, but Velma was there during that whole ordeal, and she's the one that recorded most of that account for Abraham himself. Velma, why don't you come on in here and join us? Thank you for joining us, Velma.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what birthday advice would you give to one of your progenitors 5,000 years from now?
5,000 years. Well, I have to tell you this, but my brother Lot, his wife for her birthday, decided even after Abraham said not to party in Gomorrah. And look what happened to her. So, even though it's your birthday, follow the prophet. Otherwise, you might become salty. Happy birthday.
My final guest this evening is Varm Slater, whom you may know better as Noah's wife. Varm worked side by side with Noah when building that ark, and even when all her friends refused to come on board, Varm stood by her man, and we are all very, very grateful for that. Varm, why don't you come on in here and join us? Varm, good to have you with us. What advice would you give for one of your progenitors' birthday 6,000 years from now?
Well, I must say that the last month on my birthday, it rained and rained all day. And I didn't get out of the boat at all. So I spent time playing with some of our new pets. So, if you have any pets, like a lonely cat Or something, for example, give it all the love it deserves. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What advice would you give her?
Well, my advice would be to keep in touch with some of your ancestors. They're probably looking down on you right now and giving you all the love and support they can, and they'd love to hear from you now and then.
Not either. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Good.
Happy birthday.